Words on My Skin, The Monster Within by Sabbi.B.Conscious. Journal entry 24. Dear Diary, so one of the pressing questions asked of me is, do I regret leaving Nate? I walked out of a relationship into the arms of a married man who would provide no form of commitment, but who needed fulfillment as much as me. No, regret never came to mind. See, the thing about life is, when you risk nothing, you risk forever standing still. I know, you also risk being lonely for the rest of your life too, but yea, of so little faith. Everything happens in its own time. My realization was, I had no idea what I wanted, so accepted anything as insufficient as it might have been. Now that I had a greater understanding of who I was and what I wanted, I could negotiate my terms. I was at the bargaining table, confident about what I have to offer and clear about what I was unwilling to accept. Are you with me? Now hear me clearly. Thoughts of, he has to make such and such amount of money, or he has to be such and such height with this type of physique, is meaningless. Remember, I spoke about my superficiality with Nate. Instead, think about, is he open? Is he into you? Does he want to invest in you? Is he interested in knowing what makes you tick? Is he motivated? Does he provide for his children? Does he have his own life? And will you be his priority? In rethinking your thinking, you, in turn, are open when approaching the negotiating table. Yes, of course, you must have standards, but absolutely no restrictions. Sometimes you think you don't like a character trait, and you come to find out that it isn't that bad after all. Take my example of destiny sending me Mr. Half My Size over and over again. I'm 5'8", and for the life of me, I can't see the message of having a man that reaches my knees. Don't get it. But I started to be okay with Mr. Napoleon, focusing more on his other traits and worrying less about whether to wear heels or not. Not to mention, he's closer to my middle section, if you know what I mean. Understanding your needs, who you are, and what you want from a relationship brings clarity as opposed to your endless nitpicking. Hopefully, some of these thoughts are helpful when it's your time to negotiate at your negotiating table. So back to you, with your pros and cons completed. What are you negotiating for? Thank you for listening to Journal Entry 24. Subscribe and join me for my next journal entry. Until then, be conscious.